You would not believe the opportunities that are open up when you have an audience on the internet. I want to show you like what can come out of this. So we're going to do this like huge electronics unboxing. I got a bunch of stuff from multiple different brand deals that we're going to unbox. Even just as a creator, I started out on YouTube in 2019. My account didn't go anywhere, and then I started out on TikTok in 2020. That's what ended up taking off, and short videos have done really well on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and I got a lot of companies reaching out. 2022 has been a crazy year. Apple sent me the Pro Display XDR and the Studio Display. We also have the Mac Studio, we got the Magic Mouse and Magic Trackpad, and MSI sent this. Now, I love electronics, but I rarely buy them, so we're gonna hop into this haul. This video specifically is not sponsored. I'm just gonna do one major unboxing and talking through why you should maybe start creating content on the internet because it opens an insane amount of doors. If you wanna see any tech reviews or stuff like that, or have any questions about coding or crypto, make sure to drop a comment below and hit the like button. So quick aside before we get started, I have always loved Legos, and I think, my workspace needs a little more pizzazz. This was not given to me by any company. This is the largest Lego set and the most expensive Lego set that you can ever buy. As a kid, this is what I would have loved to have. And now that I have a little bit of adult money, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy this. It's a collector's edition, and I'm gonna live stream the build. And I'm doing a time lapse of the build too. So if you want to hop into that, for the next few Wednesdays, I'm gonna be doing this. I've gotten through about like 2 bags so far and put about 5 hours into it. I'm expecting this is going to take me 20, 25, 30 hours to complete the build for. I think the world record's 13, and this is going to go right in the back here. So very, very excited. So we are going from small to big. We have a 256 gig Evo Plus Samsung SD card. You'll see what this is for in a second. And again, all of these were literally sent by brands, which is just crazy. Next, we have this Mayflash adapter. You can use this to use different controllers on devices that originally wouldn't be compatible, which is kind of cool. Also, I don't have a mic stand currently, so this is a little tricky, but we're gonna change that. I'm honestly super excited for this little device because there are certain controllers that I do like and others that I don't. It's gonna make things a lot easier. Super tiny, USB-C, USB 2.0, and you'll see what this is for soon. Next up, we have the Elgato pop filter. I'm pretty excited for this one. And this one is not for the Yeti Blue. This one is specifically for one of the Elgato mics. I feel like microphones for me have always been a point of extreme frustration. Like the lav mics never really fit correctly. And my last Yeti ended up just dying on me. I did get another one. Also, I just moved, so I didn't really get everything. I had a stand for my previous Yeti. That's at my parents' house all the way across the country, so I don't have access to that anymore. And it was kind of expensive. It was like $100. I didn't really want to buy another one. I do like holding the Yeti, but this is gonna come in handy. The pop filter just makes the sound a little bit better. A lot of times the microphone you're gonna hear a and this takes some of that out. Next up, we have the Elgato shock mount. I'm very bad at opening boxes, so we're just kind of ripping them open. This is gonna let our new microphone have a nice stand. Maybe let's go into some of the fun stuff. So we have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we have Pokemon Legends Arceus, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, quick aside about video games, probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I completely quit video games cold turkey. I was way too addicted. I was also making a career change into tech. So I had to, pour all my time into technology. Pros and cons to that, but I found that, video games were the biggest distraction for sure. And I was playing way too much. I used to use Raptor. I don't even know if that's around anymore, but it allows you to track the amount of hours you play. Video games, I used to play tons of Call of Duty, Borderlands, Halo, and my senior year of high school, I played 10.41% of my time, including sleeping, was spent playing video games. What a waste of time. But I think as an adult, I'm trying to, enjoy things without going too overboard. So we're gonna try to get back into video games. I've already gotten back into it with the MSI laptop. I did get Call of Duty Vanguard. Honestly, I had to uninstall it. It was way too addicting. But I am gonna play Elden Ring, so we do have that. Smash Ultimate, very excited. I do not have a Switch, so yeah, this should be fun. Yeah, the one thing that's been really on my mind lately is, I think all throughout the pandemic, I only worked. I'm a software engineer by day, so it's like I'm sitting at my desk all day coding, and then at night I was doing social media, you know, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. It's just exhausting, and I love doing the content, but it is exhausting, and I really need something to do for fun. And apparently they have a few new Pokemon on Legends Arceus. It's like the open world game. I used to play lots of Pokemon as a kid. This one seems a little bit different, but it honestly has, I think, the best ratings of all Pokemon games on the Switch, so that's kind of cool. And the classic Mario Kart 8. Over the pandemic, one of my friends did have a Switch, so we did play a lot of Switch, which was kind of fun, you know, reliving my childhood. Next up, we have the Pulse Red Xbox One S controller. Back when I quit cold turkey, I had a PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS3, Xbox 360, I had a gaming PC, and I sold everything, probably for about $800, which is really sad, but it is what it is. You know, it's what I needed to get to the next step in life. But this is exciting. I don't have an Xbox either, but I do like the Xbox controller. Not really a fan of the Nintendo controllers other than the GameCube one. This should be really flexible between computer and also having that adapter to be able to use this on different devices, which is pretty cool. But $50 I think was the retail, but yeah, it's kind of nice. White, red, black, simple. I do like the PlayStation controllers. Xbox is just a little more flexible and had, you know, better colors in my opinion. And you probably guessed it, but we do have the Nintendo Switch. I'm going to be doing reviews on some of these products for sure. Let me know in the comments like what you want to see reviews on. This is the OLED Switch. This was really hard to get, which was annoying. This was through a brand deal, and what they did is they gave me a gift card to go get it. Unfortunately, on their site, they had no shipping options for it, so I had to drive to one of their stores to get it. They did not have the black with the colored control, the neon, you know, Joy-Cons. They did have the white one, so I did get that one, but I'm very excited for the OLED. I did not want to settle for the original base model or like whatever they have now, the number 2. The OLED though is what I wanted. So this is gonna be great, you know, really, really nice. And if anyone in the comments, if anyone is like Smash Bros or Mario Kart and wants to, you know, play Switch, drop your name. I have not set up an account or anything yet, so I don't even know how the Nintendo account really works, but it is beautiful. You know, I used to play Nintendo DS a lot, like tons, and this is just really exciting because I love the Nintendo Wii, but I think the blend between console and, you know, handheld is great. Joy-Cons, I have used these over the pandemic when I was playing a lot of Switch with my friend. They aren't my favorite, but, you know, they're good enough. I remember the Bluetooth was like really, really bad on these. They would always disconnect, but that's why we have this, you know, this controller. And then we also have this, which does work with the Switch, which is great. USB-C, so you plug it into the bottom of here, and that's going to be just way easier. I like the Xbox controller a lot. I can use it on my PC. I can use it, you know, on the Switch, which is great. Yeah, and apparently the dock is a little bit different as well. Let's see. So what did they do here? So it looks like they did add the extra Ethernet port somewhere. At least that's what I was reading online. I don't know exactly where the Ethernet port is. They do have USB 2s. Yeah, so in there they have an HDMI. So they do have one Ethernet in there, which is kind of handy. They have the HDMI, and I think that's that's a USB-C. It's like the AC adapter, so that's how it charges. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I do like how they have USB-C. I don't know if the old one did, I forget. But this is going to be perfect with the Xbox controller, I hope. I will do a review of that product. That thing was like $20. It's great. Super excited to use it. Much better than paying $60 for a Nintendo Pro controller. I would much rather have the Xbox controller. So everything in here is a little chaotic, but I did want to take out the Switch and, you know, maybe do a little first impression. I love it. It's just like super, super light, and I can already tell like the screen is gonna be gorgeous. Okay, the screen is already extremely high quality. Very, very impressed. I don't know, I played on the other Switch, you know, the other Switch had bigger bezels, screen wasn't nearly as good. So that is pretty sweet. Well, yeah, that is the new OLED Switch for anyone who's wondering. Definitely a fan. I mean, I'll play with it a little bit and, you know, probably give my final review. Maybe I'll do like a full review video on this. So yeah, this feels high quality for $350. I kind of feel like this was a steal. If the regular Switch was like $300-ish, Like 50 bucks more is great for the OLED. So the haul is gonna get progressively crazier. Just wait for the next few items. I think 2 or 3 more items, then it's gonna get crazy. Next, we have the Elgato Wave mic. This is one of the main competitors to the Yeti. This is the Wave 3. I'm pretty excited to try it out. This one's been on my wish list for a little bit. I had the Yeti though, so it didn't really make sense for me to just go out and buy a brand new one, but they did give me a gift card, and I did buy this from a store, which I will not name, but I really did need some kind of alternative for the Blue Yeti. You can tell right now this isn't really working out. And yeah, at my parents' place, I had, you know, the Blue Yeti with one of the stands, and for the most part it was okay, but it did have like the flopping down issue. It would just like, you know, flop right over, even if I like, you know, made it as tight as possible and all that stuff. So a little frustrated with that experience. So that's why we're trying out this, which is a little bit different. I do like the package. A few of my friends are into like streaming and gaming and stuff, and they did recommend this one over the Blue Yeti. Maybe I'll do a comparison video. This is the older Blue Yeti though, not the newer one, I think they have like a Pro now. Cool. I really like the packaging. It feels pretty high quality. Got cables right here. Just gonna chuck that. And there it is. It is very tiny, pretty flexible. I do like the stand. Definitely has a little more like give than the Blue Yeti. I really don't like the Blue Yeti stand. I mean, it's like, it always flops over. It's a little frustrating. This, I'm hoping is gonna be a little bit better, but I'm not gonna use the stand. What you'll see next is what I'm gonna use, but I'm very excited for this. I've heard very good reviews, and we'll see how the sound quality comes out in another video. I will be doing a review on this. This is what I'm getting very excited for. We have the Wave mic arm. Again, the issue with the Yeti arm is it would clamp to a desk and go up like this, but then would just like fall over. Like even if you made it like, you know, even if you added tension and all that stuff, and it was really hard to swivel, really annoying, just got in the way and it was awkward. But this actually sits under your monitor, and it sits very low, and you can move it like out towards you. So I'm really hoping that this is just gonna be a lot more flexible. I'm very excited to have this because this is gonna give me a lot more flexibility. I can like attach it right here. It can swivel over. I can have that, or if I'm pointed like toward my monitors, this will be under the monitor and it will like, you know, come up and kind of sit like right there. So that's going to be really helpful. I'm hoping. I do have an adapter that you can plug this into an iPhone, and for like TikToks and stuff, it actually does do pretty well. It's cool because it swivels this way, but then also has kind of like an L shape that swivels like up and down. So that's pretty exciting. I'm really hoping this is going to be a better fit for what we need to do, whether it's like streaming or whatever, or doing reviews and stuff. But yeah, back to the creator stuff. So, you know, I started on YouTube in 2019. Honestly, didn't grow anywhere. I think I got like, 2,000 subscribers in all of like a full year, and started TikTok in 2020 and was able to, you know, grow that kind of quickly. It's like not really that much. I mean, I'm at like 500K now, but like in that first year, I think it got to like 100K. And, you know, TikTok is still definitely valid. Like it's a platform that can get you on the radar, but it's just opened up so many opportunities. I mean, you know, I didn't make a penny from TikTok or work with really any companies for the first 6 months. It was just a grind, and this is pretty cool. And I think I started working with my first company in October of 2020. You know, I think I did like a $25 brand deal, total ripoff for me. But yeah, things really started picking up in 2021. You know, January of 2021, I did my biggest brand deal yet. I think that one was for like $6,000. Ever since then, things have just taken off. The $6,000 one, that was like a long one. It was like 4 months long. And back then I probably had 200K. Yeah, I just started working with like more and more brands and pitching more. And you know, this current brand deal, this is like a, you know, from multiple different brands that I'm working with, but one of the brand deals that you've seen in these products is for $20,000, which is insane. I never would have thought that would ever happen. You know, I still work a day job. I haven't quit yet. I'm saving up enough money to, you know, potentially think about going all in on social media. Definitely gonna find my niche on YouTube though. YouTube has been really challenging, which is good. I think, you know, I need a challenge. This one is a blender. I remember in college, I had one of these. And I don't know where it went. I don't know whatever happened to it. And lately I've been like, I kind of want to make like smoothies and stuff in the morning. So with that gift card, I was able to get this. It's just like a Magic Bullet blender. It was like $30 or something like that. So pretty happy that I can finally make, I don't know, protein smoothies and stuff. So I'm definitely not an expert content creator or anything, but I think the thing that contributed a lot to the growth was just pure consistency. I started out posting 5 short videos a day on TikTok, eventually down to 2 and then down to 1. Now I'm like trying to get back up to 2. Just posting a lot, and I'm trying to get a lot better now at figuring out like, you know, more valuable content and also like more entertaining. I don't know, it's been really tricky. I went through a slump for a while where I was just really, I don't know, not creatively fulfilled. Yeah, for a pretty big chunk in the like end of 2021, I was just so checked out of everything. I think I was burnt out on my day job and stuff, and I just started a new job in crypto as a software developer, so super excited about that. Just happy to have something fresh, you know, breath of fresh air. And I do really like the new job so far. It's been a lot of fun. Web3 has been on my radar for a little while. But yeah, it's like this blender thing. You like, you know, put the blade in there over here, and then you twist it, and it blends like a cup for you. So it comes with a few cups. Pretty happy about that. Okay, so we're on to the final 3 products. These are like easily my favorites. Well, maybe the Switch. The Switch was awesome too. Here we have an Epson projector, and this one I'm hoping is gonna be awesome because in the other room I do have like a pretty tall like living room and perfect white wall to project on. So I'm very excited. This one does work with, what is it, like Android TV or something like that. I think it works with like Android TV. Unfortunately not Apple, because, you know, Apple's a little controlling over what works with their products and stuff. You know, pretty tiny, and it's supposed to be like a really, really good projector. Definitely excited. That is tiny. Yeah, it's smaller than the Mac Studio, which is kind of sweet. It's pretty cool. It definitely looks like a little old school. That is kind of weird. It's like the leopardy, like faux leather. I don't know what I think about it, but all I really care about is the functionality. So I will do a video review on this as well. Now I'm really excited for this one because, as you can see like behind me, or I don't know if you can see, I only have Apple monitors right now. I had a Samsung one for work previously, 32 inches. That's still my parents' house. This is a curved monitor. I've never had a curved monitor before. I've heard, you know, mixed reviews about the huge ones, but this one has like 5 stars and tons and tons and tons of reviews. It's specifically made for gaming, and I do want to get back into gaming, so very, very excited about that. I'll probably be doing a PC build sometime this year. I still, you know, haven't owned a desktop PC in a while other than the Mac Studio, which I got recently. But yeah, this is 32 inches, 4K, should be really, really good. Heard lots of great reviews. Okay, this thing is definitely big. I'm gonna have to put this on the floor. Here's the stand. Definitely looks pretty cool. Usually I'm pretty organized about this stuff, but tonight I'm exhausted. My brain is completely fried after a full day of work. So we're just kind of throwing stuff all over the place. This is the monitor kind of like arm. Should be pretty cool. And this is gonna go like right next to my studio display. And that will be like, I have an L desk. So this is like gonna be the gaming side. This is gonna be the work side. If you have any recommendations of what games to stream, let me know. And this is it. I will probably need to set this up on another time, but it is pretty light. I'm very impressed. And pretty compact. It's exactly what I wanted. I didn't want anything too large. I previously, so before I moved back to my parents during this pandemic, I was in San Francisco. I had a 45-inch monitor, which was 4K. That was great, but it was actually like too big. I didn't use it for gaming. I only used it for like work, but this is gonna be great for gaming, you know, perfect size, nothing too large. I feel like there is a sweet spot for monitors. I really like monitors that are in like the 30-inch range, and I will show this off in future videos. I'll probably do some gaming stuff on it too. I will probably do a review on just this monitor. It's a relatively popular model, but it's an investment, you know, getting a monitor, so you definitely wanna know if what you're getting is good or bad or whatever, pros and cons. But yes, I will do a review on this in the future. Okay, so now we have the final product. This one is really large. So I don't even know where I'm going to open it, but we're going to try to open it. I don't even know why I got it, honestly. I don't really need one. But yeah. So basically the company that, you know, I will not name now because this is not the sponsor post, but they did give me like a $2,000 gift card to buy a handful of these products from. Kind of cool, but I did have to, you know, fill this up and get something, and I feel like I did a mixture of like fun and kind of like functional. So I did get a TV, a 4K TV. This was cheaper than the monitor, which is surprising. They're both Samsung. This is legitimately massive. Even if I was using a 24 millimeter lens, I would not be able to like fit all this in this room. And yeah, this is it. This is pretty big. Oh my God, this is 50 inches. I thought this was like 40, 43, 45 or whatever. This is actually 50. Pretty nice, like not really huge bezels, which is cool. I don't know what this thing is, but yeah, I'm excited. This is gonna be cool. Hopefully can play some Switch games on it, even though Switch is what, like only 1080. But this should be cool. Plug in a, you know, computer, all that stuff. I was kind of tempted to buy an Xbox, but yeah, I don't know. I don't really need one. I also don't really have too much time to like play video games. I'd rather create content and code and stuff. So yeah, we'll see. I would say overall, you know, the messages in just a few years, you can really change your life. You know, you can just open up tons and tons of opportunities if you go really hard, work hard into something. You know, social media is kind of like what makes sense for a lot of people, especially, you know, Gen Z, millennial. We're all young, we all understand the internet, but there are plenty of other opportunities out there. I would say, you know, if you just choose one thing to stick with for a while, stay super consistent, you're gonna see like crazy results in a few years. But, you know, at the start, you're not gonna see anything for the first 6 months, and that's kind of how the world works. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If there's anything specifically you want me to do a deep dive into, please let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, my DMs are open on TikTok and Instagram. See you next time.